With a lot of moves being made in the Western Conference by teams like the Lakers or the Thunder, it doesn't seem like people are talking about the East any more than who are the Nets going to trade for next season. So today's video is all about how the Eastern Conference is looking going into next season. Before we get this video started, I just want to say shout out to Alex DeVries for this video suggestion. It's always nice to see people engaging with my content, and it really gives me motivation. And as always, if you like this video, leave a like, and if you like this kind of content, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Arguably the most surprising team from last season was the Miami Heat. Most people, me included, thought they would likely make the playoffs as a 7th or 8th seed and get eliminated in the first round. But they ended up getting the 5th seed, upsetting the 1st seeded Bucks and making it all the way to the finals, where they pushed the Lakers to more games than any other team had. Nothing big really happened for the Heat this offseason so far, besides re-signing Bam Adebayo. With Adebayo and Hero still being very young, they should only really be better next season. I see them finishing as a 4th or 5th seed again, just given that they will likely not play at their best until the playoffs, similar to what they did last season. They will likely be one of the favorites for winning in the East, but that does not mean the rest of their conference won't come prepared. The reigning 1st seed in the East did make some changes this offseason, acquiring Jrue Holiday in trade. They now have 2 consistent stars to help Giannis, which could make a huge difference. In one of my earlier videos on the Bucks, I said they needed a good ball-handling guard to take that load off Giannis, and that's exactly what Jrue Holiday will fill for them. Getting rid of Bledsoe was important if they wanted to have any real playoff success, and considering the regular season dominance of Antetokounmpo, they'll most likely get the 1st seed in the regular season again. But as we've seen, that means nothing in the playoffs, and the team will need to make a much different game plan come the playoffs, because 2 years straight now, teams have been able to exploit their systems and upset them. Many people, myself included, started to write off the Sixers as failures after last season, but after getting rid of Al Horford and getting Seth Curry in trade, they're potentially going to be able to compete if the situation is handled correctly. The main issue with the team last season were players playing out of position and a lack of shooting. Getting rid of Horford gets rid of the position problem, and acquiring Curry and Danny Green through trades is big for the spacing. A lot of people were clowning on Green after the playoffs, but he's still a great shooter that will add spacing, and Seth Curry, as we know, is one of the most elite sharpshooters in the league, and is more than capable of being the starting 2 guard for the team. As far as trade rumors surrounding the team, it seems like they're committing more to Simmons, especially after getting Curry and Green. Embiid, in my opinion, is a better player talent-wise, but Simmons, with the right team around him, can accomplish more than Embiid. I don't know exactly what a trade for Embiid would entail, because trades and finance are not my strong suit, but that extra freed up space in the post could mean Simmons unleashing fully and showing us his true potential. Whether they keep or trade Embiid, I see the Sixers still being a good team in the East, but I don't know if they have a real shot at the finals considering the competition. The newest team to emerge in the East would be the Nets. I made a video on how good I expect them to be next season, so I will keep this brief, and if you want to know my full thoughts, go watch that. As long as the Nets don't trade for another star, they'll probably be the 2nd seed in my opinion. KD is amazing, Kyrie is a great second option, and the supporting cast around the team is great. They really have a good shot at the finals this year. The Celtics just re-signed Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Both are great young players that are still improving, and I see them as a 3rd seed. They were great last season and have a level of chemistry that most teams in the East don't have right now. Kemba, despite being a superstar, is still highly underrated and is an incredibly important piece to the team. The loss of Hayward will be hard, but I don't think that will change their shot at the finals. I think if everything goes right for them, as far as chemistry and improvement from Tatum and Brown, they could easily make the finals, but I still put their chances below the Heat and Nets. The only other team who might have a chance of winning as of now are the Raptors. The Raptors showed that they didn't need Kawhi to win last season by making it just as far as he did in the playoffs. Kyle Lowry, while not one of the best or flashiest players, is a great leader and is crucial to the team's success. They'll probably be a 4th or 5th seed along with the Heat, and if that is the case, they will most likely lose in the first round. They're a great team, but they just don't really have the tools to make it all the way in this top-heavy Eastern Conference. As far as the rest of the East, they will have no chance of competing. The Hawks will possibly make the playoffs with Trae Young improving and the acquisition of Gallo and Bogdanovic, but most of these teams are just stuck in mediocrity or are tanking as of right now. I think the best teams in the East will be very good and very competitive. Unfortunately, competing in the finals against the Western Conference juggernauts will be difficult, but it'll be fun to watch nonetheless. Do you think any Eastern Conference teams have a shot at a championship next season? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.